creating cultural awareness and understanding. This is Culture Clique. Culture Clique is written and produced by KQAL-FM on the campus of Winona State University.
Winona has a lot to offer in the way of unique experiences. There are many outdoor opportunities involving the bluffs and the river, a thriving arts and music scene, and festivals ranging from Shakespeare to Beethoven to Bluegrass. But did you know that Winona has many options for health and wellness that might be considered outside of the norm for many people? There are practitioners in Winona that offer everything from herbal medicine to acupuncture to gong baths. That's right, from plants to needles to gongs. Oh my! Recently, there was a healthcare fair showcasing some of the different options available here in Winona, so this month on Culture Clique, we will be highlighting a few of those options in order to shed some light and hopefully answer some questions folks might be having about these unique offerings. Today, we hear from Luann Petrone, owner of Universal Connection Healing Arts Center. She talks about her Holy Fire Karuna Reiki, hot stone therapy, and acupressure techniques. So stay tuned. I'm Max Ackman with Luann Petrone of Universal Connection Healing Arts Center, today on Culture Clique. Hello, I'm here with Luann Petrone, the owner of Universal Connection Healing Arts Center. Luann, how are you doing today?
Thank you, Max. I'm doing very well. I've been so excited about our interview today and looking forward to sharing what the unique healthcare options are that I offer here at the Universal Connection.
Awesome. Yeah, we're very excited to talk to you today and discuss more about the healthcare options that you guys offer here at Universal Connection Healing Arts Center. So for the listeners at home, can you describe your experience with healthcare and the work that you guys do here at Universal Connection Healing Arts Center?
You bet. We actually offer a wide range of modalities other than massage. We have the massage spa, we have a rock shop, and antiques coming. It's called the Universal Connection Healing Arts Center because of offering so many different modalities. I offer your deep tissue massage, Swedish massage, craniosacral work, reflexology, raindrop therapy. And all of these can either be done together or separately. And so we do whatever best suits the individual and what their needs are, or possibly what their diagnoses are from their doctor.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you about a couple of those too, specifically the hot stone and the raindrop therapy. Can you describe those processes and kind of what the benefits are to those styles of therapy?
You bet. So raindrop therapy was actually founded by Dr. Gary Young. He was the founder of the Young Living Essential Oils, and he learned the technique through the Lakota Indians. And in the techniques that he was taught, we do work along the edge of the foot and along the spine to help drive in the oils. And there's about 150 drops of essential oil that is dropped along the spine and on the foot. And the vital reflex points of the foot that it's worked into help relate to the organs of the body. And it's said to heal on a cellular level in the body as well. So it's very good for things that have to do with Lyme's disease or any kind of immune type functions, but it's also nice just for relaxation, and it helps to move toxins out of the body. So just having it done, I say to have your spring cleaning and your fall cleaning. So sure. It's a nice way just to maintain the body.
And yeah, as soon as I walked in here, you immediately greeted me and gave me a tour of the place. You were showing me the rocks and the soon-to-be antique store. I wanted to ask about how do the essential oils and all the different rocks that you have here, how does that play with the healing process or therapy? How do those work together? So
the essential oils, I've been actually working with them since the early 90s. And I later in life had learned how to do raindrop therapy and was certified through the International Young Living business that Gary Young has. And it helps to do a lot of the same things that massage does, but also complements it. So it takes it into a deeper level of the body. So when we're doing massage, we are oftentimes moving lymph, But this helps it to be more subtle and to move through the system in a gradual way so that your immune system can take over and do what it needs to do. So I'm finding and learning about aromatherapy, just breathing it. They say that the different structures of the molecules in the air can affect the way that we think or feel about ourselves. So there's a lot of different benefits. You might diffuse essential oils such as lavender and have a better night's sleep or things like that. So I found that I really liked that it was something that we could incorporate together. And I have a way of wanting to continue to educate myself. So I'm constantly learning and loving how everything can work together as a whole. So if someone comes to me and wants to have a massage and they ask what else I do, they say, you know what, just do it all. If you feel like if I think that's going to help them the best, I incorporate some reflexology. But in regards to your question, it also affects the chakra systems and the meridians in the body. And these are points that energy move in and out of our body. So we may have stress that we trap and are holding on to, and we don't even realize that. But once we open up those meridians and those pathways, we can have better vitality within our overall well-being.
It sounds like you're very well-knowledge in this. You've been working in it for how many years?
Well, I've been doing this now for over 30 years. I've gradually added things on throughout my life. I lived in Colorado and Arizona for several years, and I started there learning craniosacral therapy and polarity combined. And I learned that through the Boulder School of Science, and I added Reiki to that as well. And that was back in the 1994 time frame that I started doing that. And I'm then moved back to Minnesota. This is where I'm from originally, and found that people were not as open here as they are in the West to energy work type modalities. And so I thought, how can I reach people? So I ended up going back to college in 2014, and I added started my practice in massage, and then I added and incorporated these other things that I know, the craniosacral, the reflexology, acupressure, a hot stone massage, the raindrop therapy. So I added all of those things so that people could gradually understand what it does. And as I did that, it did become very natural. When people come back, they'd say, do it all. It feels wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
So what got you into like therapeutic massage therapy? What was kind of the driving factor that piqued your interest in this field of work?
I, grew up on a farm, and being raised around taking care of little baby animals or even raising gardens. Everything has an energy and a healing to it when it comes to nature. And I could feel that benefit of being on the farm in my later life. I was like, I'm lacking something. Something changed here when I moved off of the farm, and I wasn't out there in nature as much. And so it was just kind of an awakening or a realization that I needed to get the good nutrition back into my body instead of eating out of cans. And so things changed just from busy lifestyles and working full time. So it wasn't that I was eating unhealthy. It was just a different balance of what I was raised on with the organic gardening and the fresh vegetables every day and these kind of things. And that too affects our energy levels. And so, and then people would say, if I might give them a shoulder massage, they would say, you need to be doing this for a living. So I started kind of paying more attention to the things that were benefiting others, and I liked being able to help others. My mother, she was a great mentor in my life. She was a home health and a hospice care provider, and so I too found an interest in that later in my life, and it brings me joy when I can help other people and see a difference being made in their life.
Yeah. No, that's wonderful. And you seem very skilled and talented in the work that you do too. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
For a new client, what can they expect? Let's say it's their first time stepping into Universal Connection Healing Arts Center. What should they expect for their first visit?
They should expect that I'm going to show them around to all the different things that I do so that they can make a decision on what they feel would best fit them. They will be given an intake form, and we will go over anything that may be happening with them medically that they may have been diagnosed with through their doctor. And with the skills that I have and what I have to offer them what I feel would be best for them and leave it up to them. Some people are just going to want massage, but most people want to experience if they're having neck pain, and I feel that craniosacral is going to be greater benefit to them. They may request to have that, or they may have it incorporated into their massage.
And do people usually get like the full package like you were describing earlier, like with the essential oils or the cranial massage, things like that? Do they usually listen to what your advice is for their healing?
Yeah, that's a really good question because not everybody is able to have or are more sensitive to essential oils. So I do not incorporate essential oils into a session unless it's by request, because the next person also coming into session may be sensitive to oils or don't care for aromatherapy. Most people are quite open to it, but not everyone. And so I also respect that. If it's someone that's wanting an essential oil incorporated into their massage or have raindrop therapy, I may schedule them at the end of the day so that it isn't affecting the person before them.
Absolutely. So you've got a booklet over there too, the Reiki work, and you've been talking a lot about it before. So I'm actually not 100% sure. What is Reiki work, and can you just describe that to me quick?
Oh, sure. So Reiki is basically a Japanese healing technique that's used for stress reduction. And it helps people to connect with who they are as an individual. And so it's not just a hands-on healing. It's similar to healing touch, but it is not healing touch. You don't even have to touch the body. You may be working in the auric field around the body. But you're sending intention to help them to get rid of their pain or whatever it is they're going through, but it may even be emotional. And so it's not me doing the work. I'm just within their body, I'm kind of the conduit, and I'm allowing them to be able to connect with what it is within them, whether it's physically, mentally, or spiritually, that they're needing to move through their system so that they have a better state of well-being.
So you're kind of like you said the conduit, right? The in-between kind of?
Yeah, so there's a lot of great benefits that come with that. So my intent is sending Reiki is similar to unconditional love. And so when we come into this world, it's said that we all have that. We all have that Reiki, and then society can kind of change that for us with the strictness out there in our upbringing or in our teaching. And so it's a matter of regaining that balance in your life and coming to a point that you too can feel that again. And when you get to that point of comfort within yourself, it's kind of like an energy shift that feels light and spacious, and so where there's no worry. And when worry starts to disappear, pain starts to disappear wherever it needs to disappear from.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful, because I would agree that I would hope that we're all born into this world with that unconditional love. Yes. But the world does kind of seem to cloud that up a little bit.
And it's so important right now. A lot of people are reaching out to learn Reiki, and I am a Reiki teacher. I've been doing this now since when it first came out through the International Center for Reiki, through William Rand. I was there taking his first courses in 1994, and I continued with that. And I had used it throughout my life, and in 2014 I went to Stonehenge, and there I took Karuna Reiki, which is basically a higher level of Reiki that is taught only through the International Center for Reiki, with Holy Fire Karuna Reiki. And Holy Fire is basically kind of again, that essence. You can visualize how fire moves. Fire, if it was in a forest, it was going to just move along and warm up and heat up those trees and continue to burn them. Well, it doesn't hurt. It really doesn't. Okay. It doesn't burn, but it does shift, like fire shifts. And so it moves through your body, and goes to where it needs to go, like fire does. So it's with the intention of asking that unconditional energy of Reiki to go to where it needs to heal, and it does.
Okay, awesome. I did want to ask that question too, though. Is there any forms of therapy? It's kind of a silly question, but anything that would hurt? There's like this holy fire, and I'm not sure. Do you guys do acupuncture here?
I don't do acupuncture, but I do incorporate acupressure at time, which is very similar to reflexology. And with reflexology, acupuncture, polarity therapy, there's all very similar aspects of it, in which you're holding a point in the body and working the meridians or the chakra system in the body where there may be pain being held, or maybe adhesions in the body. There may be some sports injuries, or there may physically something be going on, such as craniosacral or a frozen shoulder. And this can help. I might be holding your toe and releasing something up behind your ear. Oh, okay. And the client oftentimes will say, I'm feeling that behind my ear. Sure. And so there's it's not really an imaginary thing at all. It's really happening. And so pressure points in our body can help anything from organs to different pain that we're holding. And again, on all levels, mentally or physically, just affecting our well-being.
Is there a difference between like sports massage and then like a relaxation massage, like the two styles?
Yes, there is. And in sports massage, we're geared more toward making sure that the muscles are stretched enough and softened enough, and even the connective tissues. You have your iliotibial band that runs along your leg and hooks into your hip and the edge of your knee. That's a real big one in sports massage. I may be doing some cross-fiber friction on the attachments to make sure that they're loose, and it actually really can help with their performance. And so they can come in and get massage prior to that, and then they can come in afterwards too for comfort after working or running hard or riding bike hard or having a marathon or these kind of things. And it can really help a lot in preventing injury. It doesn't really hurt. Now, if you have something going on in your body, deep tissue massage can have sensitivity to it, but I think it's really up to the practitioner to be skilled enough to be able to communicate with who they're working with, so that you're not working too deep. But because if you work too deep in the body kind of comes to a halt. And so it's a matter of communicating so that the pain can move through in a comfortable manner, and that you're not going too deep, but you don't want to be going too light either. So it's very important that one is connecting together with what that need is in that body.
Absolutely. Do you think there is a growing community around alternative healthcare, and do you think more people should try it?
Yes, I started to mention this just a little bit ago. I didn't quite finish. we have so many people reaching out for alternative care right now with especially the COVID going on. The stress levels have been off the board, and people are doing whatever they can to help themselves and to stay out of the doctor's office as much as they can. I encourage that you see a doctor for any kind of ailment you have, but continue with keeping your health where it needs to be at, and I call that maintenance massage. And so like a once a month maintenance massage can be very beneficial in keeping your health where it needs to be. Even with the teaching of Reiki, people are learning Reiki for themselves, not as a practitioner, but just to be able to benefit themselves. So they learn hand positions that are very helpful for them, and learning how to connect more with nature, how to eat right. So it's everything as a whole unit, and people like that they can do something for themselves during a very stressful time.
Yeah, and I imagine this is a lot more accessible than like a doctor's visit, right?
At times, yes, but it also works very good hand in hand with doctor care. Goes very well hand in hand with chiropractic care or physical therapy or these kind of needs. And so I oftentimes tell my clients that I recommend that they go and see a chiropractor or a doctor or whoever it is that they're working with after my appointment. And so their muscles are warmed up, so if they're going into physical therapy, they're going to get a greater benefit from that next service that they're receiving as well. Muscles pull. So if a muscle is strained or tight, it can be pulling on your vertebrae. So if it's softened up and more relaxed when they go in and get their chiropractic appointment, they have a better chance that chiropractic adjustment is going to hold.
Awesome. And then if someone is interested in learning more about Universal Connection Healing Arts Center and the work that you do here, where can they find out more information?
Well, you can most certainly get on my webpage at luannpetron.massagetherapy.com. We are expanding into our rock shop and our antiques, and so we'll have more websites out there for you to reach to. You can certainly call me anytime at 507-450-7032. My massages are by appointment only. Our hours here are from 10 to 5 Tuesday through Sunday, and so we're looking forward to being able to share all these beautiful rocks out there. We have a lot of yard rock that that is just pretty for decorating your yards, and we have crystals and pretty shiny stuff and jewelry. So anything that you're just looking for a fun shopping day for, and also some vintage things with the antiques coming. We have a few vintage items in the shop now. How I would say that a lot of people that enjoy energy work also enjoy rocks, and so it kind of goes hand in hand with my spa.
Absolutely. So stop on down to Universal Connection Healing Arts Center. Come visit Luann here, get yourself a massage or maybe even some rocks, some essential oils, and she'll take care of you. Luann, thank you so much for doing this interview with us today again. Greatly appreciate it. And it was awesome talking with you today.
Thank you, Max. The blessing is truly mine.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Luann Patron of Universal Connection Healing Arts Center for joining us today on Culture Clique. For more information about Luann and her services, go to luannpatron.massagetherapy.com. We hope you join us next week to learn more about Winona's unique options for health and wellness. Just tune into Culture Clique Thursdays at 12:30 right here on 89.5 KQAL. You can also listen to Culture Clique on your favorite streaming services by going to kqal.org. I'm Max Ackman, and we've just heard from Luann Patron of Universal Connection Healing Arts Center today on Culture Clique.
Creating cultural awareness and understanding. You've been listening to Culture Clique. Support for Culture Clique is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Culture Clique is produced by KQAL-FM on the campus of Winona State University. For more information, look us up on the web at kqal.org. And thanks for listening to Culture Clique.